Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and these are my top 10 most anticipated films for 2020. Another year, another decade. 2020 is upon us, and with it, a lot of great films, or at least so we hope. And out of all of these titles announced for the coming year, I've compiled a list and then had to dwindle it down to my top 10 most anticipated films for 2020. So, this is just my own subjective list. I'm sure there is plenty that you are really looking forward to that's not going to be here, but we all react differently to different types of films or to different marketing tactics. So, just remember, it's my list, my opinion, and I can't wait to see what everybody else is excited for in those comment section down below. So, without further ado, let's jump into the countdown. Coming in at number 10, I have The Eternals. The reason I have The Eternals right here at number 10 is because once we start getting that marketing material, this film could easily fall off of my most anticipated list, or it could skyrocket up the list. But as it is, I don't know all that much about the property of The Eternals, but that cast has me hyped. The diversity in front of and behind the camera has me really intrigued and really excited. We're hoping for a more significant LGBTQ presence in the film with one of our main cast members, but that obviously doesn't usually work out when Disney execs say such things. But regardless, the property sounds amazing. This cast is stellar, and it really pushed forward in the name of diversity across the board in this cast. So I'm excited for Eternals. I really hope it's good and turns out to be a pleasant surprise like Guardians of the Galaxy did for so many. But we have a long ways to wait until this one comes out, so I'll be counting down the months until we get that trailer. Fighting into the number 9 position, I have Mulan. Now, I know a lot of folks have some trepidation when it comes to Mulan, and I can certainly understand why. We just came off of a year that had so many Disney live action remakes of their classic films. And unfortunately, the track record isn't great when it comes to these live action reimaginings. However, I think both of these trailers have been pretty fantastic. I'm just going to say that. And that is the reason Mulan comes in at number 9 for me. I certainly have my trepidations. Of course, I love Mushu and the like, but I wasn't as disappointed, honestly, about the removal when it comes to Mushu and when it comes to the songs being sung, because we've heard that Reflection score interpretation and it is stunning. So I have faith they will incorporate that music into the original score and it will be wonderful. However, these Disney live action remakes have had nice trailers in the past and have fooled me before, so I still lack full confidence that this will actually turn out good. But honestly, from what I've seen in these trailers, which have looked amazing, I don't have all that much to give me doubt, so it's my 9th most anticipated for the coming year. Dancing into number 8, I have In the Heights. This is a smaller, more recent film that has come to my attention. I actually saw the trailer for the first time when seeing Cats, and it looked amazing. First of all, Lin-Manuel Miranda back to producing like a full-on musical, and a full-on musical about the Latinx community. Ah, yes. It was oozing with energy. The music sounded amazing. The choreography looked grand. The bold colors, it seemed like bold choices, and a lot of great commentary involved. That trailer alone had me hyped to see this film when I was leaving the theater, and I just cannot wait to check this out next summer. At number 7, I have Promising Young Woman. Now, this little film came out of nowhere for me, but obviously, when you use Toxic as your theme music for the trailer, I'm instantly intrigued. And then this premise just looked awesome. Carey Mulligan is playing against typecast as this revenge-seeking woman that like tests men at the bar, and if they fail and go into skeezy territory, well, then that's when she gets a little bit nasty. But this looks like a pretty high concept Me Too movement type of film, and I hope it's done as well as that trailer was executed. This looks like it has so much to say in a really powerful and unique way, and at the very least, it looks like it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So I can't wait. I hope that Promising Young Woman is as promising as that trailer made it out to seem. At number 6, I have 007, No Time to Die. This is it. This is the final film for Daniel Craig as James Bond. What really intrigues me here is to understand the story that kind of got him back on board. The trailer set up some really intriguing story beats, some really intriguing internal dilemmas with the Bond character himself. Plus, obviously, it gave us all the characters we have known and loved throughout his series. I'm excited to see this villain and to see the road we go down. I kind of wish they hadn't shown his face in the trailer right off the bat, but you know. But it looks like Bond is trying to right the ship, and I really hope this is a lot closer to Skyfall than it is to Spectre. But I guess we'll see, and it's that little bit of hesitation that kept this from the top 5, but I'm still pretty excited to get this conclusion to Craig's series. Kicking off our top 5, I have Raya and the Last Dragon. So this is actually a Disney Animated Studios release coming out in the fall season of next year. And I'm so excited. Of course, we don't have a trailer or anything yet, so it's hard to really ramp up my excitement for this movie. But that concept art we got from D23 and that synopsis about saving this last dragon seems so amazing. Plus, I'm just a sucker for dragon stories. Let's just be clear. Dracarys for life, y'all. Yes, Targaryen blood runs deep here. But also an original, fantastical animated story from Disney Animated Studios. Sounds right up my alley. I cannot wait for us to get that trailer, to see all of this in action. It seems like a movie that can't fail for me personally. So I'm really excited. I cannot wait for us all to experience The Last Dragon. Coming in at number 4, I have Dune. Now, Denis Villeneuve, I think, is a really fantastic director, but he has a couple misses in there for me. However, we're coming off of Blade Runner 2049 that was just out of this world amazing to me. And we're getting another high concept with a stacked cast, and I can't wait. This is another one. We've only gotten cast announcements, really, when it comes to Dune, and not much else in terms of marketing, in terms of information. We don't have a trailer yet, so it's really hard to gauge my level of excitement. But with this amazing cast assembled for a Denis Villeneuve high concept type of film, I'm pumped. I'm on board, and that's virtually all I need to be excited to walk into that movie theater. Loading in at number 3, I have Soul. Now, this is the kind of Pixar I know will get me. The first trailer might have underwhelmed just slightly, and I say ever so slightly because I still really enjoyed that first trailer. However, this concept, this cast, this entire idea of finding purpose, oh, just kill me now. I already know Pixar is coming for all of our hearts. They're coming for that jugular, and I'll probably be there handing it over on a silver platter. I'm ready to eat this film up. The concept seems so amazing, so right in line with what I hope and beg for in original Pixar films. We already know the animation will be stunning. We can pretty much assure that the writing is going to be top notch. The voice talent already looks to be killing it, and I cannot wait to see Soul. Certainly my most anticipated animated film of the year, and as you can see, one of my most anticipated films across the board. So here we are at the runner-up position, and here at number 2, I have Tenet. We all love Christopher Nolan, right? However, if I'm being completely honest, for me, the 2010s have been a little bit shaky overall. I have found his films to be good, a solid good, to disappointing. With Dunkirk, Interstellar, and The Dark Knight Rises, none of them have had that wow factor for me personally. However, Tenet looks like the Christopher Nolan I have come to love. High concept, elevated blockbuster with an amazing cast, a beautiful score, amazing visuals, and this crazy idea that someone like Christopher Nolan can only pull off, right? That trailer blew me away. I don't quite know what's going on yet, but that's the beauty of these type of trailers. And in many ways, it reminds me of how I felt heading into Inception. So I'm excited. I can't wait to experience this. I know I know all the hype is just gonna like drum up to insane levels before we all get to watch this movie in summer 2020. But isn't it fun to be excited for a big original blockbuster idea? So before I unveil my number one most anticipated film of 2020, I have quite a few honorable mentions that I'm also looking forward to. Antebellum intrigued me with that first trailer, including Janelle Monáe and this horror premise in this bygone era. It looks just high concept enough to pique my interest. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It probably would have made this list if it weren't for that horrible title. Otherwise, I've loved both of the main Conjuring films. I've enjoyed a few of the offshoots, and I just can't wait to get back to the Warrens. Halloween Kills seems like a no-brainer. Overall, I loved Halloween. Just a little bit interested where they're going to go with this story. So we'll have to wait for that marketing material before any sort of assumptions are made. But still on my radar for sure. Godzilla vs. Kong has me nervous, especially after the reception that Godzilla King of Monsters received. I'm not sure this doesn't get pushed back out of 2020. We'll see, but I have to admit, I'm a Godzilla stan, so whenever Godzilla's on the docket, I'm gonna be pumped. Onward is Pixar's other release in 2020, and it also looks very charming with a wonderful concept. Not quite that high concept that Soul seems to be bringing to the table, but it still looks like a lot of fun. Birds of Prey is right around the corner, so we don't have to anticipate for too long when it comes to this film. I'm hoping it's good, and it's mainly on this list out of hope. The trailers, they haven't really done it for me, to be honest. But I love Margot Robbie, I love Ewan McGregor, this cast is great. So, don't let me down, Harley. I need this to be good. A Quiet Place Part 2, I'm interested. I really enjoyed the first film. I just don't know if I needed a sequel, so we'll see. The Gentleman is here purely from word of mouth alone because I saw those trailers, I saw the marketing material, and thought, oh my gosh, what is this Kingsman knockoff? But the reception has been insanely positive. I love Charlie Hunnam, I love Colin Farrell, so let's see what it's got. The New Mutants is supposed to have a trailer coming out, so maybe the film will actually find the light of day. We shall see, but I'm still intrigued. Just can't say I'm actually excited. Downhill is this little dark comedy that looks to be quite intelligent with Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Will Ferrell starring opposite each other. The trailer looked very, very promising. So fingers crossed it lives up to that intriguing trailer. And then finally, Black Widow is one I'm definitely anticipating, but if I'm being honest, it's hard for me to get hyped. Marvel, this is 10 years too late for this movie. You missed your window, you missed your chance because you were afraid to pull the trigger. Now, we're making a movie about a character that's already dead. Alright. So now, for my number one most anticipated film for 2020, I have Wonder Woman 1984. What can I say? I adore Wonder Woman. I think it is such a good film. It is far and away my favorite DC film still to date. And honestly, it was one of my favorite superhero films of the 2010s and just in general, one of my favorite films of the past decade. I really resonated with the movie. That first trailer was awesome. I was cheering, I was laughing, I was ready to go to that movie theater right then, right there. I'm intrigued all of the craziness that will bring Steve back to life. I'm intrigued how Kristen Wiig's character will become Cheetah. And of course, I think Gal Gadot is wonderful as Wonder Woman. I'm ready to whoop up with that lasso and ride on that lightning with our girl and cannot contain my excitement for WW84. Summer just cannot come soon enough for this movie. So those are my most anticipated films for 2020. What do you think of my list? And more importantly, what films are you most excited for in the new year? Let me know your lists and thoughts in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. And if you liked this video, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so you always up to date on my latest videos. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!